My first time playing this game was like last month, right?
Yeah.
This is now like a top 3 for me, definitely. Top 3 experience. I'm upset I didn't find out about it.
You said this is like a video game?
Yeah. It's like
Is it
you know, like
movie?
Pac-Man. You know, like Pac-Man. Isaac's played this before.
Yeah. I've. It's been a while since I played it. Matt, actually, at this point, your knowledge on it will be better than mine. But
yeah, because I played through it twice since last month. Dude,
it's good because he's the one playing and we won't get stuck.
This reminds me of Back to the Future.
I can get that.
It's the long string in the back, the one note they hold, and then the put it back to back in editing.
Did you know Eris actually appears in Back to the Future?
It's Aerith. Please have some respect for the original translation.
I'm sorry.
Do you know about that, actually?
Is this America?
Do you know about that?
No. What?
Because her name in the Japanese version it's Erisu.
Mm-hmm.
And the su vowel is used for either a th or an s here in America. I love how this game starts with you as a fucking eco-terrorist, by the way. I think it's a great way to start a game.
There he is.
There he is. Okay, the A button works. Wait, there's 2 potions? What?
I did not know that.
Why do I have 5? I guess I started with 3. There are 2 potions on this body. Here's the thing. I've always hated Final Fantasy. I don't know why. It's always been one of those things I've hated without really knowing it.
Yeah.
But, you know, this is like one of my favorite games that I've ever played. Let's see if this guy has 2 potions. What? Oh, now he has no potion.
So I guess.
Oh, so I guess like the container is linked between them or something. That's interesting. I've never seen that happen anywhere else in this game. I guess that was a way to save memory. Okay, I'm gonna do a funny here. My dude, so everyone sounds like a fucking stoner when they're referring to each other. It'll be funny, trust me. It'll pay off. Trust me.
We'll see if that pays off. What is Wedge doing down there?
Yeah, he's skeeving. He's really worried.
He's doing those workouts where you twist from side to side, like in
Kegels?
a mid-'80s aerobics video.
We should name each of the characters another character's name, so that's a good idea. Name them all Cloud. Might as well just fucking name him Mr. T. Oh! Damn it! Okay, no, there's a thing. Okay, so I'm using a controller, right? I forgot. Whenever you press a button, it automatically goes back to. I guess his name is Barre. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, I'm not going back, so that's his name. His name is Barre. Okay, so a short explanation for what just happened. I'm using a controller, and for some reason, when you plug a controller in, when you go to the name entry menu, it automatically overrides your controls. So the OK button is also the button that brings it to the select thing. So I fucked up and pressed it one too many times. Fuck. How do you feel about random battles, actually?
Honestly, I'm not such a huge fan of them in general. I think they're kind of a staple of RPGs and JRPGs, but I'm not a huge fan of them. I can deal with them, but
I'm not a big fan of them either. I feel like a lot of what makes it bad is the time it wastes, and by that I don't mean the battle itself. I mean, because in a lot of old RPGs, random battles were like. The zoom in at the beginning would be too slow, and then it would take a while for your experience to rack up and stuff. You spent more time looking at menus and trying to A through everything instead of actually like battling and engaging in the game. And I feel like that's a lot of the reason people feel like it was a waste of time.
Yeah, I mean, it's also the lack of control. I think one of the reasons people play video games is in order to
really feel like you're Cloud Strife.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of... That's
joking.
become sort of a fucking meme at this point. But yeah,
It really makes you feel like
you want
a
to
fucking
inhabit the
idiot.
role of whatever you're playing. That's part of the experience.
The American translation of this game really made Cloud seem like a...
I mean, I think
Pussy,
that's
kinda.
kind of who he is as a character.
No, I think he was a lot cooler in Japan.
He's a... Yeah, I guess.
I was looking at
I think
it.
it's less of a failure of translation and more just a cultural difference where this sort of edginess is seen as cool in Japan, whereas in America it's seen as being, you know, an edgy teenager. I'm not here for a lecture.
He has moments where he's cool, but then he has moments where he seems like there's a weird line between what's cool and what's try hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like Cloud Strife often walks that line. Like,
Yeah, it's definitely a JRPG.
a little gamer secret, by the way. You
to,
can get Phoenix down in there.
to go over the top with things.
Yeah.
And sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Push that button over there.
It really makes me feel like Cloud Strife when it makes me do that. I like how the elevator goes off the screen. It's the little things that keep me going.
Yeah, one thing that I noticed about this game when I was originally playing it was even the graphics look like
They're
heated shit.
They're charming. Fuck off.
No,
Yes, they are.
they look bad.
What do you? Okay, what
But-
about them looks bad? It's cohesive.
They don't look like people. They look like...
Okay, this is the PC version, so the 3D models pop out more because the
Yeah,
resolution is
yeah.
higher than the backgrounds. If you play the PlayStation version, it's the same resolution,
looks
so
like a
it
lot better.
fits.
Lot
Yeah,
better.
when he gets up close to the camera, it looks like complete
Well,
dog
I
shit.
can
But
only...
from far away.
I never
pixelated.
played it on the original PlayStation, so I can only speak for the PC version.
Okay. Yeah, like this, like look how he looks.
Yeah,
He's popping
yeah.
out and shit. But in the original version, he would look like a pile of pixels right now.
But what I was gonna say is I think it does look very cinematic. I think that aspect of it still holds up really well.
Well, I think any game with pre-rendered backgrounds is going to look cinematic as hell.
Well, no, it's the camera angles mostly.
Well, yeah,
I
but
think.
that's
Yeah, and even things
pre-rendered
like
backgrounds lends itself a lot to that because like
the animations, like things like them bending down to jump before they jump. I think that was really new for the time.
yeah. I
What do you
think
think of this guy
3D
specifically?
environments with this much detail was really rare at the time. I think what is 1997?
1999 to 2000.
It's 1997. I think is when this game came out.
Man, I don't know anything.
Look at Final Fantasy VI and then look at this game. Like huge jump.
Yeah.
Final
You
Fantasy
can
VI is like an
definitely
SNES classic like RPG.
what all the hype was about.
Yeah. I was watching old commercials and it was fucking hilarious.
So, what do you think of that guy you just killed?
His model?
Yeah.
I think it's really fucking funny when I'm in the underwater reactor and I encounter 3 Shinra soldiers and they look like normal people, and then it goes into the battle mode and they look like fucking goblins. It's so funny how they change. But
I feel bad for them almost. Because most of these guys look like things that biologically
they really
can't survive.
there are so many fucked models in this game. It's part of what makes it so fun to like explore.
Like, what is that thing in the background? That thing can't live.
It's a mech.
That thing, a person can't fit in that. There's no.
Yeah,
there's no place.
he's bent over.
Is he? No, the only way a person can fit in that is if he's laying down like in
Yeah.
a coffin or something.
Yeah.
How does he see what's going on?
He sees through the little rubber tubes right there.
That seems super uncomfortable.
Oh no. Do these guys look comfortable to you though? Look at
Those
them.
guys look like they want to die, and that's why they mostly just stand around.
My dude, you set the bomb.
Shouldn't you do it? Just do it. I bet he's setting a bomb. Like, what more could he pull?
Alright, you want to talk about bad translation? This boss right here. There's a part when the the text says this, it says, attack while its tail's up, it will counterattack. But it's terrible because you see, it's 2 messages.
Yeah.
The first one says attack while its tail's up, so you're thinking Barrett's telling you, okay, well that's a little strategy.
Bar.
Yeah. So, but you're thinking it's a strategy, but then the next message comes and says, and it'll counterattack. It's telling you that it's going to counterattack if you attack it, but in reality, he's telling you not. He's warning you not to. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about because
Terrible
that is a
translation.
specific memory I have from this game is being confused by mistranslations by like that.
Oh, they screwed up so much in this game.
So I've got a question.
Yeah.
What's up with this guy? What's his whole thing happening with him?
Yeah, this little area we're fighting on is a lot bigger than I remember actually. And where was he? But you're talking about what's...
I'm talking about, like, what's up with his whole deal? His appearance. Why?
Why not? I feel like when you have a company-owned city and you have all the money in the fucking world, it's like, why not? Oh no, I attacked.
His eyes are on his lower chest and are pointing
See,
straight
look,
at
Barre,
the ground
be
in front of
careful.
him.
Attack while its tail's up. Okay, except I'm not gonna do that because it's gonna counterattack with its laser. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, that's even
And there
worse
you go,
than I
now you
remember
reap
it
what
being.
you sow. Oh, God. At least it had the courtesy to miss. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was just pointing out that his eyes are on his lower chest and pointing directly at the ground. So
they?
he cannot see anything. Those two little green dots are definitely his eyes. He uses them to scan you.
I can't see very well.
The pointer's covering him.
Oh, I see. Whoa, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
I never noticed that.
right at the ground in front of him.
Isaac, I'm glad I have a second pair of eyes this time around.
He's got to lift his whole face up to even do that much.
You know, I haven't really paid attention to the model that close. That's interesting that you bring
He
that
has
up.
knee pads on all his legs.
He does?
Yeah, look at him.
Those are just joints. Oh, you're right, up there, yeah. He does totally have that. Okay, there he goes.
Oh my god, he had little fingers.
He did?
Yeah,
Oh, you're right. We can go back in the footage for that one. Little fingers.
yeah. Do a
By the way, I gotta
slow motion close up of those fingers.
10 minutes to death. Oh god, I picked the
That's
worst
a
time.
ridiculously long time.
Yeah, they give you so much time. Fuck, what was I doing? By the way, the timer runs when you're paused, so I really... What the fuck was I doing? Oh yeah, config. I'm gonna set the camera angle to fix, because it's a little obnoxious in this game.
I didn't even know that was an option.
Yeah.
So wait, what does that do exactly? Does it keep the...
It keeps the camera from fucking about.
Wow, okay.
Like, it still gives you the cinematic angle, but it doesn't, like, zoom in every time you attack.
Mm-hmm.
Because it honestly, like... Most of the time, I find the battle camera actually just is awkward. It changes too fast, and it's too, like, it swings around too much. When you cast a spell, it's kind of cool, because it goes around you, but... By the way, what happens here if you don't help Jesse out? Does he die? Does she die?
No, they still get out. I think they're like... They like you more, or they mention it somewhere down
That's the
line
thing,
or
Jesse
something.
dies in the next chapter. Spoiler!
Whoa!
She, I keep calling it a he. She dies after the train level, like when the pillar falls. So like, what's the affection? What's the point?
I'm not sure. I honestly have no
I think
idea.
it might factor into Tifa's affection for some reason.
It might, or it might factor into Barrett's affection.
What the fuck?
The door just opened.
Fucking close it. That was creepy. Oh shit.
By the way, it's 3 a.m. when we're recording this, and
Yep, you're right. You're only 12 hours
we
old.
have a Ouija board here. We're actively...
Isaac, that's why it went open. You didn't close it all the way. Really close it till it clicks. Excuse me? Excuse me with that? What happened? What happened there?
Oh man.